if as sinner, right, like, because there are people who, the fact that I've said that God is going to wipe away all wickedness and whatever, even though I've explained all of this to you, that how can good and bad mix, and all of that, there's still people who's going to be like, well, God, he can't be that good, he can't be that just, he's a wicked God to do that, right? There are people who I know are still thinking that way. So let me bring this to you. If even as sinners, in fact, let me just throw sinners away, because let me just throw that whole terminology away. If you and I, people who has done wrong in life, whether we know it or not, because some of us, we do wrong things, bad things intentionally, even when we know it's not right? If even you and I can agree that when someone, for example, a murderer, when they kill someone, they deserve to face the consequence. You and I, you're going to agree with me that if someone go outside and they murder an innocent person, that they deserve to face the consequence. There are some people who are going to say that the consequence for that should be death. I know that you wouldn't want to mix and mingle with that murderer. No, you're not going to want to do that, because what you're saying in your mind, what they've done, it's wrong. I don't want to mix and mingle with them. The reward, the freedom of fresh air that I'm having, they're not supposed to have it. They should either be in prison or they should be dead. You, someone who has done wrong before, it may not be as big as, killing somebody, but you have done wrong before. If you can have that level of, interpretation to say that actually, because this person has murdered someone, they deserve to face the consequence. If you can do that, just imagine, right? A spotless and perfect God who has never, ever, ever done wrong, and it is impossible for him to imagine somebody who is good and just pure perfection, right? Like, he couldn't even entertain something as that we would call small, something like lying. We would call that small, right? God couldn't even entertain that because of how perfect he is. Imagine that. If you are able to do that, how could you possibly think that a God so perfect can accept wickedness or give the same reward to those who has turned away from doing bad, i.e. sin? He's given the same reward to them, to those who has, said, God, I want to do good now. Imagine God giving the same reward to them as he is to those who continue to do bad. Just imagine that.